Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Liberty Flames, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Flames will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcats offense will take the first swing of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. Tackled immediately after the catch. It's been a rough start for these guys. If you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
And the Bearcats will have a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Now on second and short after the first down completion. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Liberty's offense will take the field for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that quarterback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing.
Going for the big play. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Flames. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw it to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And, David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
He'll ride his man on the option. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. A little release to the back. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Offense getting set for first down. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think...
Reels it in down the left side. Off he goes. Touchdown, Liberty. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Can't get him to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Jones to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Loss of 6 yards on the play. Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Flames. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's got it down the left. Can anyone catch him? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. He'll take a deep shot here. Snatches it on the right. He's off to the races. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Liberty!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Liberty, 28. Cincinnati, 17.
Out of the end zone. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll ride the hot hand. Good blocking, good running, pick up with 6 out to the 30.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grab behind the line. It's Yoder. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking deep. He's got it down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 11 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Fires the pass, intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
The ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got to knock.
He's got it inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Stopped after making the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Cincinnati. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
And the Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Flames are rolling down the field. Quarterback checking off. He'll set up to throw. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to get to him. Makes his connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Running back searching for a hole. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, and they convert it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 3rd and goal coming up here. Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man downfield. The expressway is wide open. Tag! Touchdown Flames! And the route is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Jones to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Got it. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's dragged down.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation.
Touchdown, Liberty! And the punishment has been extended. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Jones wants to throw it. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got it on the outside. It's Cruz.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He wants to throw it again. He looks that one in nicely. Got room at the 35. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. They're trying to get to him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team.
Number 14, on to kick it away.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They're trying to get some breathing room from deep in their own territory. Complete downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, there are probably a lot of...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And now on first down after converting with the run. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College